Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. In this video, we're gonna be talking about the two tattoos I did on myself and using white ink for the first time. So I was filming another video about using white ink, but I thought I'd just do a little recap instead. Basically, I got some white ink. I decided to get the dynamic ink because that's the same brand I use for my black ink. Also, I got some other colors too. I got red, green, and yellow. So in the future, I think we'll try some more fake skin tattoos with colors, and there should be another video on that as well. So with white ink and fake skin, it's actually really hard to use. So like you've seen in some other videos, I have two different kinds of fake skin here. I have a real skin fake skin, and then I have some other no-name brand fake skin from Amazon. The white ink showed up way better on the real skin. I don't know why, but on the other Amazon, like no-name brand fake skin, it's almost invisible. It's really hard to see. I even tried going over some spots that were already covered with black ink, and it was just impossible to get any white ink to show up. So because of that, with it being so hard to use on fake skin, it was really hard to practice, and I just decided I need to tattoo myself. I tried to watch some videos online about white ink, but to be honest, there's not really a lot on just solid white tattoos. There are a lot of videos talking about adding white to your tattoos, but just solid white tattoos, I couldn't really find much on. Another difficult thing about using white ink on fake skin was with using stencils. Stencils already stain the fake skin pretty well, especially if I let it dry for a long time. So when I use white ink, you can pretty much just see straight through it and you just see stencil. So actually seeing where I was putting ink into the fake skin was really hard. I was actually worried that this might happen on real skin too, like would the white ink mix with the carbon from the transfer paper and get into my skin? I wasn't sure, so I did do some research on that, and then when I tried it on myself, I don't have any residual carbon in my skin, so it should be okay. So let's talk about the tattoo. The white tattoo that I did on my ankle is of the Chinese character Ren, which means like to endure or to bear. I believe it's the same character in the word for ninja in Japanese. So maybe ninja in Chinese, it would mean like one who endures, something like that. I did live stream the tattoo. I actually live streamed the black one that I did yesterday as well. And I don't want to upload them just as full public videos on my channel, but I will have them unlisted, and those will be linked in the description below. So if you're interested in watching those live streams, you can. If you didn't catch them live, you can also follow me on Instagram. That's probably where I'll be streaming if I decide to do any more self-tattooing. So what were the hard parts of doing the white tattoo? One of them was filling. I already struggle a bit with filling in slow enough, like really packing in the ink even when I'm using black ink. So with white ink, it felt like it was even harder. I did a couple passes and I might have done too much, to be honest. The tattoo was only a week ago, so I'll show a picture of what it looks like now and what it looked like fresh. But because there's so much scarring and because the white ink can't really show through the scars, I basically can't see the tattoo. Again, I'll post pictures on my Instagram, so if you want to see it healed maybe a couple months from now, follow me there and you'll probably see those. Just judging off the shape of the scar, it looks okay, but I can't really tell, like I said, how much white ink I used and if I packed it in well enough or not yet. After maybe a month and a half or 2 months of healing, if I feel like it needs more, I'll do touch-ups, but hopefully I don't need to do that. The tattoo that I did yesterday is a Sailor Jerry rose. I just found online some Sailor Jerry flash and used that. I did have to redraw it myself. So I did that on my iPad and then just printed the stencil out. Originally, I was gonna do it on my calf of my left leg because I already have a few tattoos on my right leg, but a friend of me convinced me to tattoo my knee instead. And the reason I did it on my right knee, I think it's gonna be easier for me to tattoo my right knee because I'm left-handed. With my calf, I can kind of rest my foot at an angle on my right knee, like prop my foot up on my right thigh so it's like laying flat. So tattooing the inside of my calf on my left leg isn't too hard, but I'm afraid with like tattooing the side of my left leg, it's gonna be a hard angle for me to reach because I'm left-handed. So anyways, I decided to go with my knee, and that was interesting as well. maybe the most painful tattoo I had so far. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it's still just a tattoo. It's not like the worst pain in the world, but there were some parts where I felt a sharper pain than I normally would. And another weird thing is there were some parts of the knee, like on the side and even towards the bottom, where I felt like nothing at all. Like maybe there's not really any pain receptors there or something. But the most annoying thing by far was trying to stop my leg from twitching. Because I have that reflex in my knee, like when I was tattooing, especially towards the bottom of the knee, it felt like I wanted to kick. So I was like trying hard to control my breathing and move as steady as I possibly could. In the end, I think the tattoo looked pretty good. There were a few lines where I wasn't super satisfied with, and I did go over some again. So like with the white tattoo, if I still need to do touch-ups later, I'll do those. I do also want to shade it at some point, but I feel like I'm not confident enough in my shading abilities to start that yet. So I'll do that sometime in the future, I guess. What I'd like to hear from you guys is any advice on white ink tattoos. If you're a tattoo artist, do you have any advice on packing in white ink? And I'm gonna be trying color soon, so same thing for color. If you have any recommendations with what I should practice or focus on more when I'm using color ink for the first time, let me know. I want to hear about that. And if you have any advice too for tattooing yourself, I'd love to hear it. I'm just learning from practice and from videos online. So because I don't have an apprenticeship, I'm sure I'm not hearing everything that I should be hearing. So I would appreciate any advice or comments about the tattooing. If you'd like to see that video of me using color ink for the first time, please like and subscribe. And that should be up soon. I'll also be posting more Chinese language content in the future. So stick around for that if you're interested in Chinese. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope to see you again in the next one. Peace.